Good afternoon to you, Michael. Hodgson back at 75. What's convinced him to return?
That's very, very kind of you. Well, convincing is basically because he never officially retired. He said he spoke to his wife briefly and he said that she sounded pretty pleased that he got the call, and he got the call from Crystal Palace to make a return to Selhurst Park. He's had so many clubs throughout his footballing years, but he says this is a very, very special one. So retirement, not a chance. I've got a big job on my hands from now until the end of the season. And this is what he said about potential talk of retirement from before.
But, you know, it is in your blood, though, isn't it? We never really talked about retirement when you were here before. Would it have been Palace only, or would you have maybe considered other roles as the season went on?
It's a very good question. I mean, I don't know how you answer it honestly. I've accepted that I've retired, as it were, because that's what everyone's been saying. And if I walk down the street, people say to me, "Are you enjoying your retirement?" But at the same time, I've never really felt old enough to retire, if the truth's known. I mean, I know that I am. I know my birth certificate tells me I am, but the way I feel doesn't really tell me that. So I suppose there's always been an opening there for a project such as this one, whereby I know very clearly what the project is, what the objective is, why I'm there, and what's expected of me. Who knows? You know, there might be another one of them that comes up. But the thing is, I don't actively seek them. That's the thing. No one is out there on my behalf looking for these things. On both occasions, it's come my way, and I've had the choice: do I accept or do I not accept? And on both occasions, I've accepted.
So Palace 12th, Michael. That doesn't seem so bad, but just 3 points clear of the relegation zone. So how does he keep them up?
Goals, Rob, goals. His forwards have to score more. Their top scorer at the moment is Wilf Zaha on 6. Their top scoring striker is Hodgson Edouard on 3rd. That simply needs to improve starting on Saturday. A huge game against Leicester City. We just heard Brendan Rodgers, didn't we, on Sky Sports News. It's such a big game on Saturday. I keep hearing about Palace having favourable fixtures. Look at it the other way. The favourable teams in the bottom half might fancy playing Crystal Palace. So this was Roy Hodgson on the task ahead over the next few months.
Our current situation isn't good. We're on the back of a bad run, but we must not lose faith in ourselves. We must not lose faith in our fellow players to do the job, and we must make certain that we keep our spirits as high as possible and that we produce on the field of play the level of energy, the enthusiasm, the work rate, the desire to inspire the crowd. Because if we can do that, the crowd can be an extra man for us. But we can't expect the crowd to do that off their own bat. They've got to be inspired by us. So that's our task. Again, everything I'm saying here is so easy to say. It's not so easy to achieve, but that's what we're going to be working on.
So fighting talk from Roy Hodgson. He's really enjoyed training over the last few weeks. I had the pleasure of watching training earlier, and you couldn't take the smile off his face and speaking to a number of the key players. And he has some good news as well. His 2 senior goalkeepers did train, Vicente Guaita and Sam Johnson. At least one will hope to be in the squad ahead of Saturday's huge game against Leicester. We asked so many questions to Roy Hodgson throughout the press conference, and he looked so happy, genuinely looked really, really happy. And I said to him as well, Roy, you were here for many, many years. Was there anything left in the office that you might have had before? He said, no, there's a load of books here, but they belong to Alan Pardew. So, Alan, if you're listening, you've got a couple of books here as well. Palace Leicester, huge game on Saturday.
A lost property update as well. Michael, thank you very much indeed.